Hey guys, before I get into this video, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, I suggest you go on ahead and don't forget to click the notification bell so you'll be notified about every video that gets uploaded. Thank you, and remember, what's poppin'? And welcome back to another episode of Super Hero Squad Battle Tournament. And in this episode, we got two monsters battling it out. But only though, there is a different Hulk in this fight. But still, it will not be anything like we have never seen before. Like the Thing, the tough orange rock monster of the Fantastic Four. And the Red Hulk, who is actually more like the real Hulk, but is actually red and has yellow eyes and is a little bit more different. I am your host, Joe Flash 6.7, and it is my job to talk about their weapons, power, story, and everything to find out who would win this battle. The Thing was originally known as a regular man named Ben Grimm. As they were, him and Reed Richards, Sue Storm, and Johnny Storm were all trying to figure out some kind of science experiment, whatever, as they were testing it out. But unfortunately, they got exposed to some radiation that caused them to be diseased, but also born with powers. As it did, Ben Grimm had the ability that he was so, well, when it happened, when he was in the hospital, Ben Grimm was so heavy that he couldn't move, and as he did, he eventually started turning into a monster. A big orange rocked monster. Which people did not really appreciate very much. And within that time, as he did, he went off on his own for a little bit because he looked that scary. But eventually the Fantastic Four found him, and then they still got to be with him because they're his friends. But as they did, the Thing is just almost like the Hulk, sort of. He's very, very strong. In fact, he can lift up many things. He can lift up a fire engine. He even once stopped a helicopter from crashing Sue and Reed's wedding one time in the Fantastic Four, The Rise of the Silver Surfer. So he's got everything. He got a smash, he can pound, he does everything. And originally in the comics, Ben Grimm was originally created to turn back into human, just like the Hulk would have. But unfortunately they decided to, we'll just keep him as a monster, he'll just be stuck in the form of a monster forever. Which is a little disappointing. And so unfortunately, when Ben Grimm decides to go back to human, Reed Richards said he would do everything in his, until there's not a breath left in him for him to turn back to normal. But will the Thing be able to, accomplish his mission for the Fantastic Four and himself? Let's see. Who is basically, as I said, is just like the regular Hulk, but is red. Red Hulk has the same exact power as the real Hulk. And before then, some people say that the Red Hulk is actually General Ross, the man who's been chasing after the Hulk and Bruce Banner for many, many years. Some people say that it was him, and actually in LEGO Marvel Superheroes, General Ross is actually, the Red Hulk. Because when you turn the Red Hulk back into human, he actually is General Ross. But other times he was another human. Like in Earth's Mightiest Heroes Avengers, he was like a black person, whatever. But I don't even know what that was about, but it was just different. But as he is, the Red Hulk's just like the regular Hulk. He can smash, pound, do everything that the regular Hulk can, but probably may not be as smart as him. And although sometimes the Red Hulk also has the ability to have fire, which he can spread out and burn his opponents sometimes, just like he did in Earth's Mightiest Heroes Avengers. But of course, we're not going to give the Red Hulk the ability to do that. We're just going to give him the ability to fight just like the real Hulk would, without using any burning powers or anything. But will the Red Hulk just be like the regular Hulk and take the Thing out? We'll find out. Alright, the two characters are set. Let's just go out ahead and put an end to this once and for all. It's time for a Super Hero Squad battle! And of course, the rules are still plain and simple. The first character to get 10 points will win.
Ready. Fight!
KO! Red Hulk smash, thingy! Well, there was no doubt that this was gonna be anything different. Thing was far more smarter than the Red Hulk, but sometimes the smarter person can't always win in the end. As we all mentioned, the Red Hulk is basically just like the real Hulk, the Green Hulk, but even though he may not be as smart as the Green Hulk, he still at least far succeeds sometimes throughout his path. Red Hulk is just like everything compared to the real Hulk, and like I said, we've all seen the Green Hulk defeated things several times before. So there probably wouldn't have been a doubt that maybe Red Hulk would have not been able to defeat him as well. While the Thing is smarter, he did at least have a couple more moves. He did like have an uppercut move which was able to do some rock and all that stuff, but although the Thing did make one stupid mistake in this fight, and as he knocked himself off the cliff by himself. I mean, without the Red Hulk knocking him out to get him another point, he just knocked himself off. And with that, it gave Red Hulk the advantage to what he needed to do in order to beat him. As we said, Thing has far more been with the Fantastic Four and has maybe had some more brains and all, but although Red Hulk, even though he may not be smart, he still succeeds throughout his path, because like I said, he may not be smart, but he is just like the regular Hulk. He's got everything compared to what he is. But if we did give Red Hulk at least fire and all, there probably would have been a doubt that... there would have been a doubt if the fight would be, well, anything more different. Well, it looks like the Thing just wasn't, I don't know, man enough to stand up for the Red Hulk in this fight. This battle's winner is the Red Hulk. And do not go away just yet, I'm about to reveal the next fighter will be for the next episode, and like I said, if you didn't like this video, give it a thumbs down, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. But anyway, let's just go on ahead and just reveal who the next fighters will be.